What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of Neo Scavenger. In the previous episode, I had fiddled around with some stuff. We had found a big old Santa bag that we could put our stuff in. I may actually try and make another one because I have found that you can actually... So basically on the wiki, there's a whole bunch of recipes that haven't been updated. I think that maybe the Wikipedia is run by somebody who doesn't moderate it anymore or something, because there's a whole bunch of comments below the crafting area in the Wikipedia entry for Neo Scavenger where there's a whole bunch of stuff missing. And so if we have a tarp and a string, you can make a makeshift sack, which is what that is right there. So I may make a couple of them just because they're worth a lot of money. We've got enough makeshift string to make it work. Are we all rested up? We're looking good right now. We're a little thirsty though. We're kind of looking thirsty, so maybe we can get that look in our... Actually, we don't need to do that, do we? First and foremost, we've got a whole bunch of water, so let's just go ahead and slake our thirst real fast. Slakeage. Then what I would prefer to do is maybe fill up some of these bottles with the extra water. I'm kind of wondering if I should put these in different bags if they have bad water in them. It makes me a little bit nervous to have the... It makes me nervous to have bad water in my inventory because I have drank it on accident before and killed myself. Are those... Okay, so those are edible. We got food. We got all the water that we need. Let's have a look around. I mean, we haven't gone to this little city down here. I don't know if it's about time for us to go to Detroit or what we should be doing. Ooh, the player has a cough and is feeling weak. That's not good. Either way, if we're going to be hacking up a lung, we need to figure out... I wonder, how do I know... Not going to risk it right now. We've got bigger problems to deal with. How are our wounds looking? Oh, our wounds are looking great. We're not even injured anymore. Okay, so how do I deal with coughing? That's the thing that I'm a little bit concerned about right now. We're unhurt. We're looking good. Everything seems... Actually, I should go to this forest cabin over here. That's what I want. I'm going to go to this forest cabin and see if I can get some good out of it. Ooh, there's two of them side by side. Well, hell, never let it be said that I'm a person to walk away from an opportunity. These tend to have little valuable things in them. A plastic pill bottle with thyroxine. Thyroxine. What is thyroxine? I'm not a pharmacologist, so I don't know. I know anything with psyllin at the end is an antibiotic, and painkillers are easy enough. But thyroxine... I know I've heard oxine at the end of drugs before, but I don't know what it is. I have to look it up. Either way, we've got a bunch of pills that we can't use right now, so let's check out this other place over here. It's got 7 pills in it, so whatever it is, I hope it's useful. We can see again, we're still feeling weak. Hopefully this cough will go away. I'm not sure what caused it or how we can get rid of it. Oh, we got a pot. We got ourselves a pot. Well, we don't really need it. The can takes up less space, so I think I'll probably just throw it in the back of the paddy wagon here. There it is. So it's now in the back of the wagon. Actually, I'll call it the splatty wagon. I like that better. The splatty wagon. That makes me happy. So these small pelts, if I can get 10 of those, we can actually make a patchwork hide tunic, which would be pretty gangster. Our amoxicillin's empty, which is unfortunate. We got meat cleavers. We got all kinds of goodies sitting around in our bag, though. I mean, honestly, we're in pretty good shape right now. Not really too worried about the future. I think we've got all the things made at this moment that we need in order to start playing the game. Are we still coughing, or is that gone? How do we get rid of the cough? Do we just rest it off, or how does that work? I'm worried if I go to sleep that I'm going to die in my sleep. It's happened before. So, staying awake for as long as... I don't know if it's due to the rain or what it's due to. Got this over here. We should be able to lockpick that, although my lockpicks are about to break. Damn it. Hold on. I gotta fix my lockpicks. Let's go to our crafting menu in order to do that. This is the same trick that I was talking about throughout the entire rest of the game. Just pop those into there. Destroys them. Turns them back into that. You pop them back in there with your lockpicking skill, and there you go. You can self-replicate your lockpicks over and over and over again to your heart's content or to your heart's discontent. It sort of depends what your attitude is like. Technically, either or. It looks like we have alerted creatures to our presence. However, there is a Viper tactical boot there. There's another scope. A cell phone. Does it work? Oh, wow, it works. Holy shit. Okay, so what do you do with a cell phone that works? It has 2 batteries inside of it. Can I use hacking on it or something? I bet I can hack it or something. Let's take off the spacewalk running shoe. We'll put on the tactical boot, I guess, because it's closer to a... That's actually worth a lot of money. I'll probably throw that in the cart, too. Just in case for laters. Got ourselves a really, really nice hoodie that I may throw on. Actually, not worried about it. Not gonna concern myself. Fill up some of these extra water bottles. End the turn right here. I don't know if I should rest or what I should do. It says that I can sleep. I don't know how the coughing is going to affect me. And in fact, I think I would rather find out now from the wiki and see if maybe that's something that I can work my way around. Not sure. Let me research it real fast and then we'll come back. I might not need to make a cut right here. I've got dual screen up, so we've got coughing. We're not coughing blood. Weirdly enough, I don't think we have cholera. It says we've got, well, coughing is not necessarily on this list. I mean, I would have to go through a lot of these ones. I can generally assure you that we probably, I don't know about blue rot. That might be, does blue rot make me cough? Well, if we're not feeling so good right now, I think my best plan might be to make a break for Detroit, because in Detroit there's a medical clinic that can like fix you up when you have problems. And so if this is going to escalate into like a big thing, I don't know that it will, and I don't know that it won't. I'm sort of in a weird spot right now. We put a dirty rag back on just in case. The dirty rag, from what I can tell it does in between episodes, is that if you're exposed to an airborne pathogen, it gives you a chance for it not to... This is a really, really weak chance. It only gives you like a 30% chance to resist, but it's still better than nothing. We've got enough moves, so I'm going to scavenge along the way, but we're going to try and go to Detroit right now. And if we can get out that way, we're not too far off. I think we can make it if I cut east really, really hard. Now, the problem with Detroit is that once you get there, a lot of the time, Detroit will not have anything for you. Or I'm sorry, that there will be nothing to scavenge in Detroit. Why are there berries inside of a bottle? Huh. I actually think I'll ditch that and I'll take the Wolverine bottle instead, because we can use that to make a noise trap in a little bit. Alright. Where am I? Unfortunately, what happens, I've got a keyboard and it's very, very sensitive. Like, you don't even need to depress the keys like 10% for it to register a hit. And so what happens is sometimes I'm pressing down a key and I don't realize it because it's not, you know, a rubber nipple whatever type keyboard that most people have. It's like a weird Corsair mechanical keyboard. I'm not a giant fan of it, actually. I like how sturdy it is, but for recording LPs, it's actually too loud. It makes a lot of noise when I type, and it makes even more noise when I do other things. So it's like ups and downs, I guess. I'll keep searching. I almost never find anything in any of those little cabins anymore, but I'll try and go up in here. We'll end the turn. I'm really, really sincerely hoping that this coughing goes away on its own. There's no indicator. Like, they have nothing right now. On the wiki, I was looking, and there's no indicator as of right now what the coughing does. It might be listed in another location, but as far as I can tell, there's no article on coughing on the wiki, so I may actually ditch the remainder of these. I don't actually think I need this many containers. The sticks I keep on board, but we've got more than enough money. Maybe we can do a full diagnostic workup when we get to the health clinic or something. Either way, I'm going to start heading towards Detroit just in case. We should be able to get there pretty quickly. There are dangers off in this direction that you want to be aware of, though. Like, people get really, really well armed as you get towards Detroit, so don't cause trouble. Don't get rowdy. You will definitely regret it. A little bit of, what is this? We got ourselves some saltine crackers. Okay, I'll stack those up. A handful of jelly bears. Hell yeah. I like gummy bears. Gummy bears are super good. Got a medium length of string. Can that stack up with what we have? It can. Lovely. If I could find another tarp, I'd love to make a makeshift sack and actually maybe sell them off because they're worth a lot of money. How close are we right now? Oh, we're getting there. I'll probably just like try and, I did it again. I'll probably try and hang tight and figure out what this is actually going to do before I panic and head towards there, but we're still going to do our best. We got another pot right there, some decent equipment. Probably throw the pot back in there. I mean, it's worth money. Actually, it's not worth that much. The binoculars are worth more. Bring the half binoculars. We have so many trade goods right now that we're going to be able to unload when we get there, so this should be okay. That guy is exactly what I'm talking about. Dudes like him I really would prefer not to mess with while I'm sick and not feeling so great. I'm going to fall back from right there. One of these I can use lockpicks on. I think it's a different model. Either way, we're a little bit full up right now, so I'd rather just kind of keep my head to the ground and go. Moving across swamps and hills, though, wasting my turns. Player is thirsty. Let's go ahead and see if we can make sure. Let me empty this out first. Is that sterilized? I always try and make sure it's sterilized because we did that in an earlier episode where I accidentally drank bad water when I wasn't paying attention. It's not always going to kill you, but it may sometimes. Like, for example, we had that problem already. Had to use up valuable antibiotics in order to get ahead of it. Not that big of a deal, but it still sucks when it happens. I may attempt to scavenge up some sticks or something over here. Looks like we got a little bit of water. I'll probably save that for later. Basically stock up on as many water sources as I can. We'll also graze a bit while we're here. Those are death caps, so I don't want those. Well, I've never been to Detroit after the game's been completed, so I am interested in seeing what's going to be there. So we've got a scavengeable spot right here. Never let it be said that I walked away from scavengeable goodies. So let us risk our risk and maybe add new stuff to our list. And we've got another bottle. And some more binos. I'll probably just take the they're not that valuable, actually. We got a lot of stuff, though. Maybe I'll be able to sell some of this shit off. Who knows? Alright, so it's nighttime. What I would propose we do is maybe set up a camp around here somewhere. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's throw the mummy bag on the ground. Additionally, let's make ourselves a noise trap real quick like we did previously. It's taking a second for the menu to open when I open this up, and I'm not sure why. It's got like a weird little delay going on, so we need string. We need like rigid parts, wherever those might be at. They're around here somewhere. Did I get rid of them? I may have thrown them out because I didn't think they were going to be that useful. Ah, pebbles, those will work. Pebbles will totally work. So we've got pebbles, we've got that, and now we just need a glass bottle that we can throw all this stuff into. Where's an empty glass bottle? It says that it's empty. Hold on. I know I have an empty glass bottle, or does it have water in it? Oh, it has water in it. Okay. So there. Now I'll be able to better identify. I didn't leave it in there either. No! Alright, wasting my own time at this point. I apologize, everybody. Like, doing the same activities over and over and over again. There it is. So we'll make that, and we need the pebbles. Where did the pebbles run off to? There they are. And there's our noise trap, which I will put in our campsite now. Just to make sure that we're a little bit more alert. Let's go to sleep and we'll see what happens. I'm trying to rest appropriately because I don't know. So we have irritated eyes or blind. Weird. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I think we're going to have to go to Detroit and we're going to have to get this all taken care of. I see no way around it right now. Let's go ahead and throw that stuff back on the cart. Our little trap here. I'll get rid of the binos so that I can put this trap in here. And then we'll throw that in there. And let's just be on our way. I know that we're at a little bit of... That's actually okay. I know that I think I still have good water around here somewhere. Yeah, let's get that going. And then once we've got it, we'll go ahead and throw the rest of the water in there. And that should be fine from now on. We'll boil up some water in a little bit. In fact, we may want to do it now rather than later. I mean, we're pretty tired. It looks like we've got scavengeable materials right here, so I'm going to take a look just because I don't like to leave forest shacks behind. Yeah, we're getting closer to Detroit. What you'll notice is as we get closer to Detroit, it becomes increasingly likely that you're not going to find like anything useful. That's just the way that it goes once you get near Detroit. So on the crafting list, actually I find it easier to do it through here, so we'll use that. I'm going to boil up some more water real fast, and I hope you'll all forgive me. It's going to take me a second to do it, but I think it's probably a good idea. Let me empty out all of my containers. Alright, so there's all our containers emptied out. Now what I prefer to do, that thyroxine, it's not worth very much, so I can't assume that thyroxine is actually that useful. I mean, nothing a little bit of whiskey can't handle. Am I right? Am I right, gentlemen? Elbow, elbow, elbow. Actually, I don't even like whiskey. Not a fan of the whiskeys. Let's see here. There we go. We need trapping here. I actually prefer clear liquor like tequila and vodka, to be honest. There we go. Make a little fire. Get that stuff out of there. Make another fire. There we go. And what I would prefer to do is we'll throw all this water in there along with that can. And the goal now is just to clear that all out. Okay, and so now that we've cleared that all out, what we want to do now is just put these all into receptacles. There we go. When we're full up, I'll probably drink this one real fast because we wasted a little bit of time sitting there. I'm going to leave the fire behind us as a bit of a distraction for anybody that decides they want to follow us around. For right now, we're going to have to cross some... Oh, damn it. We got one of those dudes back again. Looks like they stack up too, which is lovely. As you step into a clearing, you finally see the surface, or the source of that eastern glow. It's a city larger than any you've ever seen. Skyscrapers and their bigger brothers arcologies stand shoulder to shoulder, casting their glittering lights into the sky. Sorry, my eyes are bouncing around today. Hovering lights flit around the super towers like fireflies. A massive wall encircles their base with armed buttresses like glowing points on a crown. And radiating out from the wall, a shantytown of crumbling buildings, shacks, and tarp lean-tos. Relief at the sight of civilization almost overtakes you until you realize you still have to make it there. That and scavenging promises to get a lot harder near the city, as nearby ruins will have been picked over already. Yep, let me see if I can get down into Detroit before we go any further. I think those guys are the Detroit guards. I don't think they'll mess with you, but they might. Let's see here. It's been a long time since I've been to Detroit. I came to Detroit one time a while back. Let's see. You hear them before you see them. People, and lots of them. Pushing branches aside, you're presented with the city you saw from afar. A hybrid between shantytown, refugee camp, and RV park skirts the massive walls to the city. Everywhere you look, people navigate the winding, muddy roads, carrying supplies, patching holes in shelters, or arguing over property. Smoke from 1,000 camp stoves and barrel fires trail upwards, and the scent of cooked food elicits a gurgling from your stomach. Nary an eye pays any attention to you, just one of dozens of ragtag corpses shuffling in from the wasteland. Beggars, customers, hopefuls, and prey. Welcome to the DMC's sprawl. Okay, so we're in Detroit Megacity. I know that some of these will count as stores and things like that. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. The junk market. As you navigate the winding alleys of the DMC's sprawl, you encounter a huge structure fashioned of shipping containers. Throngs of people enter and exit the structure through a doorway on one side. Inside, you see a thriving bazaar where people trade scavenged items in the light of 1,000 lanterns and bug zappers. The air is thick with sweat, smoke, and the smell of barbecue and spices. This is the sprawl's notorious junk market. Pick up items to purchase them and drop them to sell them. Oh, okay. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, wow, he's got a 38. Okay. Well, I'll probably try and get rid of a whole bunch of this stuff, to be honest. I'll drop the boot right there. We'll drop that. We're going to have money from now on, which is nice. Basically, if it's in here, it's got to go. I'm going to unload just about everything we have in order to make a little bit of scratch. I'll keep some of the more useful stuff. This will also give me an opportunity to sort of just, like, filter through what we might need. Probably, oh, I wanted the patchwork hide tunic, that's right. Get rid of that. We've got an extra pharaoh mummy bag. Obviously, we'll get rid of that. Which of these saucepans is worse? Get rid of that one. You don't need it. Over here with the Circuit Shack Carter flashlight. I'll see if I can figure that out in a little bit. But first and foremost, we just need to get rid of stuff. This is why I've been pack ratting the whole time, in case all of you have been wondering. I wanted to play around with... Didn't we have a cell phone or something? I wanted to play around with the cell phone and see if maybe we could get something out of it. It's $500 for a 38 revolver with 100%, with 100% goodies on it. There's also a Detroit Megacity tracking bracelet. I don't know what that does. I assume that that's probably like a, I don't know, like a dock wagon or something. I'm not sure. Lamp, a cheap memory stick. I don't know what that does either. Who knows? I actually wanted to see what I could do with this cell phone before we go any further. Oh, I guess we can't craft while we're on this screen. It looks like it's locking me out. I got a whole bunch of Ravager multi-tools right here, though, that I can get rid of, so... probably do that. Strings, lockpicks, pharaoh mummy bags. I mean, I could unload one of my whiskeys, but I think I'll hold on to it for right now. I could unload some bullets as well if I wanted to. It doesn't look like we have the kind that match the 38 right there. So technically I could get away with it and make a lot of money real fast. But I'll probably hold on to my bullets for right now. Yeah. We made a lot of money. There's the plus side. We've got almost $400. I mean, it's not a ton of money, but it's something we can spend things on, so what's right here on this spot? It says there's loot on the ground. Just a handful of string. Actually, I think I'm out of string, so that works for me. Let's take some string. We need to drink some water. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, look, we're not coughing anymore. Interestingly enough, I think maybe we just had a cold or something. I don't really know what to say about that. I'll probably eat the remainder of my food here, just trying to take some of that hunger off. There we go. And I'll save the rest. We probably need to go out and scavenge. See if we can maybe get some goodies out of here. What does this do? Let's see. Looking around you, there appear to be a few areas worth looking out for. There ain't nothing in there. Man. I don't know if that's bugged or what. That's weird. Why am I getting... Huh. Alright, well, since our cough got better, I think we'll probably head back out into the wasteland. I'm not really sure if I want to spend a whole bunch of time here for right now. We need to get back out into the forest, and perhaps, yeah, I'm pretty sure that those are... Detroit Mega City guards. I can't promise you that they are, but basically my big hope, but it actually would have backfired on me anyways. I was worried I was sick, and if you go in here, there's a place that you can go that's a hospital, and they will do diagnostic work on you if you want them to, and in the diagnostic work, they'll tell you what's wrong, and they'll offer to fix it. So I don't know if botany's even going to help me right here. We can try it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure all the areas around Detroit are really, really well scavenged. I think what I'd like to do now is maybe we'll cut north and see how much of the map we can uncover. I mean, we've got a good chunk of the map running around right now already. Let's take a look. So yeah, we've uncovered a pretty good amount. I don't want to go out into the swamps because I'm unfamiliar with them, and I'd like to do a little bit of recon work on the internet before I do that and figure out, you know, some of the basic rules for being out in the swamp. I barely know the rules for the real world, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break off the episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Neo Scavenger. Let's try and get away from Detroit in the next couple episodes and maybe see if we can pick up some better supplies, because obviously the closer you get to Detroit, the worse the supplies get because everybody's already picking through them. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. I hope to see you there. Take care, everybody. Hi-do as always.